Steady. Alfred. Look back now, Vic. Go.
This movie we're making now is not real life, but at the same time, it's not a send-up and it's not an imitation of anything. Harrison's going to become maniacally obsessed with finding the lost Ark of the Covenant, and he's going to go close to the edge several times before we finish filming this movie. But that's the way we've all decided we want it, because this movie isn't a real-life docudrama. It's everything but, and that's what makes it fun.
This is nice, but it sort of has a jungle forest primeval facade. But I like this tree here. It's like a huge tuning fork. You hit it and it goes gong. Those trees are good, but this whole green area here just reminds me of California. See, that's why I like, for the long shot, the other tree looks like a tuning fork. Uh-huh. Because there's nothing like that in California.
I'm shooting the picture every day. I'm finding a sort of a rhythm for Raiders, not so much from planning every shot and in my mind seeing how it rhythms out, but I'm sort of seeing it from the dailies and how I'm shooting each scene.
Action!
When
the gun comes up, and when you hear the snap, you'll just drop the gun. And hold the hand.
This is Stephen. There's no spoken word at this time, is there?
No, not here. Came back. That was overhand. I thought it was going to be underhand, actually, but the overhand looks better. He runs away. And as he runs, he just steps into the shot.
Well, I just was up there. I thought he was going to come in as soon as I was told for the same timing. Oh, but he was coming in as I was coming out.
Yeah, but then I thought he was coming in when you were leaving.
Now wait, I went in here and I'm standing here waiting for him to start coming up because all I got to do is like this.
Oh.
And he went.
When he goes like that, you run into his arms, kiss him.
Harrison went there.
Back! Get back!
I took 2 months off after Empire. First of all, because I was exhausted. Second, because I had to finish the work on a house I just moved into. And then only after 2 months did I begin to look around for something to do. And after 3 months, I still hadn't found anything I really wanted to do. I was getting scripts, but I'm in a tough place. I'm not quite getting the scripts that the top 10 get. I'd heard about that they were making this film for a long time, and I assumed they had someone set for the part. I was surprised when George called me and asked me to talk to Stephen. And then I read the script, talked to Stephen, and I was enthusiastic about both of them, the script and Stephen.
Give me your hand.
Harrison ran out left or right, so we should be on this side. Oh, and it's also it's a run around Harrison. Then here's your path. Let me see how it looks. Can we follow Harrison?
Yeah, follow Harrison.
Let me see how it looks. Guys, mean, really mean. trees, guys. Get an arrow. Let's go.
This one.
How do you manage to keep your energy up when you have to be in the camera?
Milkshakes. I drink milkshakes and a yogurt drink with a lot of protein powder and stuff, and it really keeps my energy up. They're making a movie. Real quiet.
I think it's the attitude of the crew, and I also think it's the amount of momentum that is provided by the director in the opening weeks of shooting. Right now, I'm kind of happy that there is a forward momentum.
Take 3.
And action.
This and the other grave goods that we found in the area give us a chance. This.
Yes, do it again. Do it again.
This and the other
This and
grave
the other grave
goods that we
that we
found
have
in
to
the
find
in the area have given us a reason to date the find as we have. Any questions? Susan. That's right, I said we'd talk. Marcus, be a pal. Give us 4 or 5 minutes. Will you go have a cup of coffee?
Not now, dear. Professor Jones has a very important meeting.
I was hoping we'd have some sort of a conference.
I'll be back in my office around noon. All right? Noon?
Ready, Dave.
They want you to get hold of the lost stock before the Nazis do, and they're prepared to pay handsomely for it.
And the museum? The museum gets the Ark when we're done with it.
Well, yes.
Marcus. That's terrific. Here.
You know what it needs? The smoothness needs to be here with the champagne. It's getting a little hooked up into the champagne thing. There seems to be some uncomfortable beats in the champagne.
Of course,
I felt quite at home on that.
he's hysterical with pleasure, of course, isn't he? I mean, it should...
No, I don't mind. I don't mind
yeah,
that. I just mean the flow. There's a flow to the scene that seems to go over some control.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Right here. I mean, it seemed like it was almost
Yeah.
a moment where you felt like posting, but you didn't. Maybe you
Maybe
had
should have done.
you should
Yeah,
touch it.
yes. It's different from anything else you've ever gone after before.
Oh, Marcus, come on! What are you trying to do? Scare me? You sound like my mother. We've known each other for a long time, Marcus. I don't believe in magic, a lot of superstitious hocus pocus. Besides, Marcus, you know...
Gosh, okay.
Well, it was a comedy of errors.
Listen, just consider these all rehearsals, so I like one.
I know. We'll have it in
Just
one.
consider these rehearsals.
That's right.
I'm happy with it.
I'm gonna have to figure out where Ravenwood is. I think I can find him. You don't suppose she'll still be with him, do you?
It's possible. Marion's the least of your problems right now, believe me, Indy.
What do you mean?
Let your head definitely make some sort of a slump. Yes, at that point. Try that again, Karen. Just as the head sort of slumps. Okay, now, all the money's exchanged there when the head goes down. You have to let one eye open and see it. We have to sell something here very important. We have to sell the fact that she's not succeeding, she's failing. The minute she passes out, then I want to hear a lot of, oh, like, oh, that's over, she lost, oh.
It's mainly you
and,
ladies.
yes, oh, and then money goes through. Once you feel that money going and you snap right out of it, it would be nice for more of a, like, you suddenly,
Shake it off.
yeah, it's like, you know, when you fall asleep in the middle of the day and you kind of like, it's a naughty out,
Yeah,
and suddenly,
right,
whoa.
Yeah,
I mean, for that moment,
Right.
it's like,
I know that.
you know that moment?
well,
It's like
yes.
a 1,000-watt alertness.
Right.
You're suddenly alive again, and you're not drunk, and then it settles in again. It becomes heavy.
Yeah.
It's a fast-paced, fast-action picture. Not a lot of time for a leisurely drinking contest where the camera is as leisurely as the participants in the contest. If there were more opportunities, I'd be spending a lot more time, because I enjoy shooting like this. You know, I enjoy a little one-act play right in the middle of a movie.
And you can have a little more fun with the drink. The last one was fine. That was the idea.
Good.
The last take did it perfectly.
Good.
Basically.
Good.
Action.
Hello, Marion.
Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones.
Do that line again.
I need one of the pieces your father collected.
Like that. On the way back, he punches in delivery uncollected.
I need one of the pieces your father collected.
I learned to hate you in the last 10 years.
I think that the turn away.
It's more humiliating. It's more like
And then with the back, you can see that there's anger there, but it's not turning around.
Not turning
spinning
around,
on her.
and sort of
That's what I
not
liked
taking
about
the punch like it's a dangerous, a damaging punch. It's just it's a slap.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a slap with a clenched fist.
Yeah.
And he really is sorry. I mean, but it's all coming back to that moment. He really is sorry. What I'm
it's
trying
coming
to
back to him.
It's coming back to him at this moment. What I'm trying to do, though, even though he's sorry, is not let the apology
Not let him fall.
bring down, suddenly put a pall of death
Right.
over everything between them. That
Well,
he's always every once in a while trying to get chummy with her again to maybe cheer her up some more.
I don't expect you to be happy about it, but maybe we can do each other some good now. Where's Abner?
Well, you're about 2 years too late.
You've got to suddenly put activity in your,
Yeah,
in your
I'm just-
character right now. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
put activity in your character right now. Otherwise, you're going to just stand there and cry. So I would just walk right past him and throw it all away, cleaning some of it up. You know, we have to leave this table filled with booze because this is a table that's going to eventually catch fire, and the alcohol fuels the flames.
It's important, Marion. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. You know the piece I mean?
Come back tomorrow. Why? Because I said so, that's why.
I said so.
You're a real tough road, aren't you?
No, wait a minute. Come here.
You're real bossy, aren't you?
I can be up here.
Yeah, that's good. This is even better.
Yeah.
Okay, on the corners. So it's a kiss, and then it's a separation where you pull back just to look at it.
Well, I was thinking like, it's like, here, let me do it. It's like you. Just, I don't know.
No. When you grab them, here, look. When you grab them, if you could just like grab them, and then
Because there's a surprise in it.
and then soften it.
Then I get
Like,
the idea of
almost
what it's
nice
about.
With your
Because
fingertips.
at first I don't know.
You're so willing to go with your
But when you
fingertips.
grab me too softly, then I know what's coming.
Yeah.
But if you grab me hard, it's like, Christ, is she gonna hit me again?
Yeah.
It's an extra
Yeah.
beat.
It's an extra beat there.
Well, let's get the real actors in and shoot it.
How about a drink for you and your men?
We will stick to the business at hand, Fräulein.
In Raiders of the Lost Ark, things happen that an audience will believe if they buy the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Your father is dying here.
That's why you can have people in the smoky room looking at each other, saying, "You don't need that. I'll tell you everything I know." And the villain approaches her with the glowing poker and just looks right into her eyes with the poker rising up from below his chin and says, "I know you will."
Let her go.
Action. Bang, 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 bang. We have 20 in each, right?
No, what I've done is I've got 10 and 10 and 5 for your first take.
Great. Okay, so it's 10, 10 and 5.
Yes.
Show it to me again and
Yeah.
let me play the machine gun. I'll go pop, pop, pop. This is kids play. I mean, today I shot my sort of first gunfight. This is my first real good guy versus bad guy shoot 'em up. Cut. Lovely.
Then you see the hand, you grab the hand, throw the door, it's in here, and it's like, boom.
Great. Good. Great, Harry.
Bam.
Good. Great. That's wonderful. And so I just need an imaginary look to here, and then a smile as just, oh yes, my man, he paid off. I'm so smart. Give yourself credit for making him wait outside.
Steve does a great deal of homework when he does a picture, and he's very organized, and I think one of the main reasons that the film is going so well, and we are ahead of schedule at this point, is because Steve also has gained a great deal of technical knowledge on making movies, and he's made these kind of movies before. He knows what to anticipate. He knows how to make a production move.
That window's on fire. The table's on fire. This is burning. All this whole thing's burning here.
Wait, Mark! Get out of it.
Terry, hang on. All right, get out of it, boys. Okay, Terry, out you come. Ready?
Action. Just so you can keep this in mind, you'll come back here for the chair when you'll see the guy with the gun on you. You actually walk in your own close-up. It looks great from this angle. I'll say bang, and that's when you let the blood go. And then the blood comes out. Let the gun kind of drift out of your hand.
Go with the gun. Don't let the gun drop.
No, take the gun with you as you fall out.
All right.
Karen.
Money!
Let's get out of here.
Not without that piece. God damn it, Indy, you burned down my place.
God damn it, Indy, you burned down my place.
I saved your life.
I saved yours.
Until she comes up with that thing in my face. I don't know why she's doing this dance and the place is on fire and I'm not dragging her out.
Why don't you pull her?
Let's get out of here.
Someone on the piece!
And cut.
All right, my lady, go.
When we started on this movie, we presented with a script which took place in Peru, in the United States of America, in Nepal, and in Egypt. So we went to look for locations. We had already decided in principle that we would make the Egyptian part Tunisia on the basis that we were not seeing the pyramids, the Sphinx, or the Nile. So it was quite logical we could do it here. We'd worked here before on Star Wars. We knew that the country was suitable, basically.
I think, Norman, the kids will play with the monkey right here.
Right.
So that we can start with Marion Faya and Stella coming up the stairs, and then we'll entrance here. And then we'll have our dolly track here. We'll move around and we'll see the kids around the monkey. And I can also have Marion in the foreground play with the monkey while Indy talks to Sal in the background.
I tell you what attracted me to this story was the monkey. When I was sitting in the office there in LA reading it, and I got to the bit with the monkey, I thought this is wonderful. It's a really witty adventure story, and that's why I thought it was a terrific thing to do. You know, it just gave that a wonderful edge, a sort of sophisticated, witty edge to the whole thing. I hope that's going to come across.
I told George when I first accepted the project, I said, I'll do the movie, but I'm going to shoot it real fast.
Right.
This isn't, we're not going to do 20 takes on a 14-inch dolly shot. And we're not going to spend time getting the girl's hair out of her eye every shot. You know, No. And it's not because I don't like the project or the locations. It's just that there's a time and a place for long schedules like, you know, Close Encounters and Jaws, and a real short schedule like this. Hey, what's the roof right there? I mean, it is a flat roof.
Yeah.
Can I get up there with the camera?
Yeah.
You built that, didn't you?
Yes, we added that piece.
Well, good.
Right. So,
I'm happy. One of the things I'm trying to sort of to point out is that you can still make
a good movie without having to spend a year in production. And most of the big movies, I hate to use the word epic films, which I'm kind of associated with, films with a lot of production value, a lot of logistics, and a lot of special effects. Films like that usually take a year or 2 years to produce, photograph, and edit. I was really thinking, you know, how much more fun I had making Duel in 16 days and how much fun I had making The Sugarland Express in 55 days. And here I am with a film that's probably logistically larger than anything I've done except 1941. And we're probably going to do this film in 74 days. And that to me is quite an accomplishment on everybody's behalf. These small areas are very visual.
Yes, they are.
But we don't have enough time to make all these location moves from one to the next. Yes, we have that, the cart, the fruit stand, big colorful fruit stand over here. Now, the thing of it is, he has to have room for that bullwhip. Now, we can't get the crane in here, that's for sure, unless you can go through the door.
You get through there. You probably
Great.
get through there.
Well, this should be the location. Let's use this instead of the other one.
Instead of that.
Instead of that. Both situations right here. But you see, what it does is it gives us a geography. And I think sometimes geography makes people, an audience, more secure with the story.
Take one.
Take five.
Has anybody got any weapons?
Yeah, we got swords, clubs.
Swords and clubs.
Knives.
So it's the same old problem. What keeps me from pulling the gun out? It's.
I think it all happens so quick. They're immediately on you. The way it starts off is you see them coming right up behind Marion. Now it's a struggle. You don't have time to get your gun. There's two guys. There's a guy getting ready to stab Marion. You throw this guy. Boom, you throw him off. You go over, you hit the guy that's got a hold of Marion. That gives her an advantage on him because now he's stunned. She goes to wailing on him.
Bang, 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 bang.
Boom, boom.
I'm in position for this.
You gotta cheat the whole thing back a little bit over here.
Because you want to go in on here.
He's got to go in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. First move. Boom. Lock. Boom. Boom. It's time so that we have 3 guys hit you in one way. You just about get that taken care of. 2 more guys hit you. Just about have that controlled. Another 2 guys, and in between that fight, those 5, 7 guys, you're able to get Marion out of the fight, get her on the cart.
In terms of getting Marion in here, she won't want to leave Indy. Indy has to physically put her in the cart, and then he whips his 2 guys back.
We begin to fight them, and Indy, in a sort of gallant move, decides to throw me into this cart to spare me.
Do I use the whip on any of the guys with the baskets?
No.
Yeah, you triple.
Here you go.
I triple. Don't I triple?
No. In the old concept, yes, you were going to chase him, and shoot him. But here, you'll just knock him down. Even though we're shooting the digs first, we'll wreck you this location.
Yes.
You know, but I like this for the sword fight.
I think
It's a nice area because we can cram it with people and
you
look like
fill it up. You're never going to have to break
dozens
it down.
will look like hundreds in a smaller space.
Every time you crack it, I want you to go back if you can. He blocks. Ping! Back up, back up, back up. More. Because I got to take you a long ways. Okay, now go ahead and do it again from there. Ping! Then you got it. Then it's... But that's got to be a real deliberate block.
Turn!
Michael!
Watch the background!
That's it. Bring it back. That's it.
Where's the butcher shop going to be? Remember we talked about the butcher shop where...
Yes, I think the butcher's shop, I think
that's part of the fight.
Yes, right. I think that's best made as a separate piece, isn't it?
And
you can actually move it to wherever you want to move it.
Actually, the idea is when the man with the sword, the Simpter, comes over to fight Indy, Indy ducks and he chops all the meat. And unknowingly, he's doing the butcher's work in the morning.
And we're going to cut that meat right in two.
Any other ideas?
Paul?
Anything. Let's just go off and make another picture. Let's do a picture about a movie crew going crazy in the sun. Nothing like hot water. This water must be about 78 degrees.
The longer you hold it out here, the hotter it gets.
Yeah. We should have guys up here digging. Here, guys in the foreground digging. First shot tomorrow will be the big dialogue scene between Bellick, Gobler, Toad comes in at the end, and Dietrich.
Come on.
And yes, and we'll do it shooting into the east,
Yeah.
where all the wood is, where the camel, where the foot is. But that'll all be a nice backlight, and we'll do a reverse shooting back into that wall, dolling with all the people.
Archaeology is not an exact science.
And Jonathan catches up with them and throws plates in their hands, and takes a single pot and starts ladling stuff in their plates, splashing all over their uniforms.
Wir haben gerade gegessen. Was soll mit Essen? Wir wollen nicht essen. Nein, wirklich. Wir haben gerade gegessen. Danke. Verstehen Sie nicht? Aber Kerl, bist du wahnsinnig? Essen wollen? Was ist? Spinnst du wohl? Du Vollidiot! Geh doch weg! Ich bring dich du Schwein!
Good.
Los, Wasser! Wir haben Durst, jetzt bring doch mal Wasser, du verfluchter Hund!
My friend, what is the matter? I'm Matthew Walker, I should get it for you.
Keep walking this way.
Okay.
And you grab him, it's like, hey. Exactly, like that. Good, and that's what gets you out of there, is Salad takes the arm.
All right.
Do the grab again. Salad, come here. Come, just remove his arm, very nicely. Just remove his arm, very nicely. Come in, no, grab him. And talk. Say, we want some water.
Hey, what can I help you, sir?
Yes, good. Yes, exactly. Okay, yeah, this is a new gag. Now, where's my man? Where's my movie star? Yeah. He comes around here. Okay. You're eating here, right?
Yeah.
And you see the man who's hit you on the hand, beat you up in the tent.
Yeah.
And these guys are yelling, Wasser. You're eating. You're not looking up. When this man speaks here, when he speaks, you look up and you see him. And you get so mad, you climb over the table to jump on him and knock these two guys off. So you'll go right onto the ground. Okay? Now, John Reese, when you say everything will be okay, you see him. He comes after you. Once you hit the ground, chase him. John, you'll run right over there. I think what makes a good director more than anything else is just having a good imagination. You have a good imagination and a good story sense, and you like to tell stories. And you know a good story when you hear one. And you just know what entertains you, know what pleases you personally, and you think you can maybe turn around and project it onto a lot of other people. Great. Terrific. Excellent. Really good. Very well. Worked wonderful. Just beautiful. Yeah. You know what I should do with you? Go through the whole storyboard. He stands up,
The storm is exploding on all sides of him overhead. Big thunder clouds rolling over like you expect to see them open up and a hand come out and grab Harrison and shake him. Soundstage. Anyway, they start to pry it open. When they pry it open, the gases of the Sentries escapes. And suddenly a smash of lightning hits and we see the jackal head for the first time. Sala does number 1 and number 2 in his pants at that point.
At the same time, it's important for special effects.
No, we'll tell them later. Indy with the torch looks over and he sees the Ark for the first time. That's what we do today. Indy says, "What's that gray stuff down there?" And he throws the torch down because he can't quite see from where he is. And the camera pans with the torch. Pan, 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 pan. It falls down and it lands right in the middle of Snake City, Cairo, Egypt. Indy, of course, silhouetted another big blast of lightning. And within the lightning, it's, oh my God, he reacts.
Why did it have to be snakes?
Asps. Very dangerous. You go first.
Place is just crawling with little buggers.
Planning on the movie has been hectic and has been in a short period of time, but it has been done in such a fashion that we are really organized. And we are anticipating all that. I mean, the real key here is to anticipate things. I mean, when you have storyboards and you have the pre-planning is so important in the movie. If you don't go in prepared, you never catch up.
Yeah, would you give me
the lover's pinch that hurts and is desired.
double ham?
Lovers? What?
On a wheat
What are you
roll
eating?
with
Can I have
mustard.
whatever he's having? What is he having?
You wanted egg. They got it.
What is he having? Okay, I'd like a Egg McMuffin. You know what an Egg McMuffin is? Okay. I mean, without McDonald's, I'm useless anymore. Egg McMuffin. Yeah. And my big problem in making movies is, especially an action picture, in a very fast-paced sequence, I'm trying to turn the page before I ever finish the shot. I've already shot that thing in my own head. The camera will actually follow you into the hole and down below. Indy takes a firm hold of the rope and it suddenly comes off and falls.
I'm gonna get some mustard now.
Okay. Suspense is really killing you, huh, Harrison? Okay. This is the best part. You left me at the best part. We gotta get Robert down here. We don't have enough snakes to make the scene work. How many do we have
Stephen
here?
said, we've got 2,000 and plus your big egg. We've got 2,000 small ones.
About 5,000 more. We hardly have enough small snakes for even an insert. Literally 2,000 snakes in the set are swallowed up so quickly.
The Well of Souls is a long, hard set, the one with the snakes. That took a long time. Anything that takes an awful long time gets finally to be tedious. You need to keep your energy up.
He says we get 5,000 from Holland in 2 or 3 days. If she falls, she goes into the snakes. But that shouldn't bother her because the fall will kill her. You know. Indy! Back up to Renee. The tooth is cracking. Slowly cracking. Back to Indy. Catch me.
Indy, catch me!
Back to the hand. Show the crack.
Oh! Ah! Ah!
And it goes.
Hands on me.
Okay, yeah.
I'm staying still. Couldn't be my fault.
Or you could say, no thanks to you, I was trying to escape. Put this first.
Okay,
No thanks to you, I was trying to escape. How hard were you trying?
Well,
And I like this. Where the hell
you?
were you, son of a bitch? That's good.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
How hard were you trying?
Well, where the hell were you? You
Watch it, watch it.
Okay, can I make this a statement instead of a question?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
got to be another way out of here.
Yeah, but make it a statement with uncertainty.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
it shouldn't be like,
Right.
because then the audience will be so convinced if you're so convinced that
Right.
there is a way out.
Like, there's got to be another way out.
Right.
Where are you going?
Through that wall. Just get ready to run, whatever happens to me.
What do you mean by that?
The wall's only important for the one look to see. I mean, he says we're going through that wall. The wall's solid. There's no way you can get. There's no way you feel any of you can get through that wall. So as far as you're concerned, the man's mad. But then he tops that by saying, and get ready to run no matter what happens to me.
Okay.
No, don't worry about the mechanics of it. Just worry about getting it to the peak of what we did before.
Okay.
Remember how it kept building?
Right.
So the wall,
Right, that-
wall. Stop right there. I love it. Are you going to focus on Harrison there?
Also, don't forget we've
Yeah,
got
that's
the torch room out too.
Well, and right here with Harrison's face.
I've never done this type of film or this stylized type of acting in film. Anytime, you put somebody in with snakes and skeletons and falling down cliffs and all that sort of thing, it's a whole other ballpark.
And action. No, okay, it's got to be. Now, but you saw what Karen did was right. What you did was absolutely right. That's the timing of the shot. It's in and on the look we go. It's going to be very fast. Remember, hands come in. Not hands now. Hands come in. Remember, they make an entrance. Hands come out and then come in when I count to 3. Remember? Okay, rolling.
Straight.
Okay, more wind. Good. Karen, start. Action. Looking up, Karen. 1, 2, 3. Cut. Great. That is great. When you go into this next guy's arms and you split across, it's like you'll just like take a swing. Now you're fighting, and you'll swing into Indy's arms and you'll like just clobber him. Just hit him so and just grab your arm. I like that.
Hey!
It's me.
Get out of here.
This is the worst dream I ever had.
Hey. This way. Come on.
Good. 9-8, take 1.
Action. Karen.
I was here in Tunisia for something like 10 days or so looking for this particular location. When I stumbled across it, I noticed some palm trees just sticking up beyond the road over there. And I came down and looked at this location and I thought it had possibilities for the runway and where the flying wing would be located and all the logistical problems that were posed and all the problems that are attached to building a set like this, which really has been difficult because of the heat. We were here during the hottest time of the year and temperatures reached 130, 135 degrees Fahrenheit.
What happens is there's a big, it's hard to think when it's 120 degrees right here in your head, Harrison, Indiana Jones, has to get hold of the airplane in order, because they're about to put the Ark of the Covenant, which is in a big crate. The Germans have recaptured it. They're about to put it on the plane and headed for
Cairo, and then transfer it to Berlin. So Indy's going to head off the airplane, knock out the pilot, and take over the plane before the ARC gets there. And now the camera's here, the story will have to be told a little later. You'll just walk from right here. I want to follow Pat just go ahead, like this. We just follow Pat in. You almost sit down and just go, oh, hey.
That's what I was doing with the slide.
Yeah. It's almost if you just even say to him, if you just say, oh, look, come on. And then, all right. I mean, the intention is you have to fight him. If he's standing there challenging you.
You're fighting, and you keep looking at him, looking at something, and you don't immediately look down until pretty soon the curiosity got you. You got to look down and see what the shit he's looking at. And then go ahead and kick me. Boom.
Wait, it was punch first.
It was a punch.
That didn't work. Let's just do it from the beginning. Then I'll turn. After I turn back, the big punch. Oh, then I turn around. Right. Then it's boom, boom.
That goes right down there. On the gas truck to go boom.
Okay.
Right there.
Right.
And then it's like it's boom, 1, 2, boom.
Okay, right.
Can there be a 2 beat?
Yes, I can.
Boom, 1 1000, 2 1000, boom.
Pete, are you guys prepared to do this more than once, or is it are you going to put everything you have on it on the first time?
Well, I mean, this won't be in a state to go twice. We'll lose its shape. All the cladding will get burnt. This it took most of yesterday to do, wiring out the whole system. I mean, we haven't just got the tube blowing up like that. We've got to, restart the fire, which is the cause of the whole explosion, and restart that strip of fire which spreads rapidly across the tarmac, comes to the gasoline tank. That goes first, and as a result of that, it activates blowing this up.
There's a scorpion above.
There's a scorpion in there, is there?
He won't live long.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm bending down, joining the wires up, and all of a sudden, hey! It must have come in with the dummy. Here we go.
Now listen.
Okay, guys, watching through your camera.
Start the backfire, Rodney.
Turn over!
Rodney, start the backfire. I'll just wait till the black smoke comes up a bit on the...
That's okay, kid. Try to run.
Okay, start the run now. Start the run of fire. Start the airplane. Start the airplane.
That was great, kid.
You like that?
Incredible. Are you kidding? I didn't know there was a big concussion. I'm totally surprised.
Well,
you wanted that weight. That's great.
Before we lose, I think. Do you want the fireman to
Yes,
go in?
they can go in. They can go in, but keep a distance. I'll go in with them.
Allez-y, envolez.
Lass mich mal Hand! Hand!
Indy, we have no time. If you still want the Ark, it has been loaded onto a truck for Cairo.
Truck? What truck?
You'll come out of the tent, and whatever gymnastics you want to perform, spinning the horse around, hitting guys with the horse to go flying out of the way, and this shot where the Germans stop you and then heading down the track, that'll be one cut. I just need Harrison for a damn close-up.
Right,
I just got to see it's him on the horse, coming out, where he just emerges from the shadow to the sunlight. We see him for a moment, and then we'll cut back to the wider angle, and you can take over.
Now we start to tighten up here where we see the truck now starting to catch up again with the lead car. Now from this, I'll get a point of view of the truck racing towards us, so we can cut from this to their point a little bit.
When we get to the top of the hill,
will hold your speed. I'll jockey the camera car one way or the other to get the lenses in the position they should be in.
Now the rear car comes up and starts to try to jockey his
Overtake him,
position
right.
so he can get into a firing position.
And then that would be for Indy. And then on the insert, Indy's hands, Indy can start to tear one out, which gets it down here.
Have you ever done anything like this, dragging behind a car?
Dragging behind a car. Dragging behind a car.
No?
I'm sure it's not dangerous. See, if it was dangerous, they would have waited till we got more of the movie done.
This is the roughest area you've got, is the beginning section. Once you get down a little bit, it gets smooth out for you. We're trying to eliminate as many of the rocks in here as we can.
If the stunt is coordinated so that there's an advantage in my doing it myself. I mean, we don't, I don't want to do it for the glory.
One, two, three.
I've jumped off the boat, the Bantu Wind, because the Ark has been put on a submarine. And the only good idea I had was to hang on to the periscope and go wherever the Ark goes. And it hasn't gone very far this morning.
Shirt out of trousers. By the time you got there, I mean, you know.
Shirt out of trousers completely?
Yeah. 3 buttons on down, top of shirt, wet. Can you
Wet,
that?
you
Wet.
sure?
We've got shots of me awake.
Yeah.
You know, you can have shots of me trying to, struggling to stay on it, sleep.
Only thing I didn't get was the
Falling
joke
out.
where he's blocking the.
hull, yeah.
But what the hell? Yeah, don't
It's
tell
not in the
anybody.
script.
Hey, it's right. It isn't, is it?
The bonus
So,
shot.
Don't make any more Jaws pictures in the water.
You know what it is? No, it's a concession to Bella. It was part of the deal going in. It was once we find the Ark, all ceremony must preside over expediency and getting it to Berlin. And so you've already agreed to this. So you're sort of impatient with this whole situation.
That's too tight.
That's good.
Too tight.
Is that too tight?
Yeah, that's pretty tight.
Loose a little bit, Charlie. Just a bit. Okay. We're gonna do one right now. Here we go.
One big on it, yeah?
Let's bring the Ark back in and shoot another one. He steps back. 1, 2 steps. As you guys in step, walk forward. So walk forward. 1, 2, and 3. One more step. One more step. Yeah, I think it would take 2.5 steps, right. And then reach under the lid. Are the hinges off now? No. They're not, okay. Well, you'll reach under the lid on the day, and you'll pull very heavy There's nothing in here. So the minute it's nothing in there, I would just come to your feet to almost want to kill the guy and just stare him down. I'm playing this by ear almost. Right. Boom. And then exactly, you can take one step back, not afraid of him, but you start to hear a rumble. Belloc starts to hear a rumble coming from the Ark. He starts to hear a sound, and he takes a step back, and then Dietrich hears the sound, almost like Old Faithful about to erupt, and then Todt immediately goes back to the wall. And the rumble increases, the hum increases, and then the next phase of the effect occurs, which is where a rather gaseous, a bluish-green gaseous veil spills from the Ark and starts to crawl down the steps. The problem with a movie like this, when you don't really know what the effects are going to be until you get into post-production, it's very hard to direct somebody and say, look frightened or look overjoyed or look with awe at something that will not be in for 4 months. But we're going to add special effects later. That will be kind of like ghosts coming out of that, maybe several dozen. And they come out of it comes out of the Ark with the fog, but rather than being on the ground, it's about this high. And what it does is it passes by you, and it picks out a few men, and they start going in slow circles around a few men who I'll specify. I'm going to call out some numbers, and the numbers will be where you will look for all these ghosts. And I'll give the set numbers. I'll say, Group B, look, number 1, and then duck. And then, as minute you duck, you watch it fly out. You start to rise up again. And then, duck. It'll be like this, and just come right down to your knees. This is a bolt of electricity that goes through the front of your body and comes shooting out the back, knocking most of your insides into the air. It's a big, bloody effect, but with lightning instead of a bullet. Give me some impact, you know? Give me some impact. And then when you come down to crumble down like this, a little shaking, you know, like you're on fire, like as if you're being electrocuted.
Give us 3 chairs up here.
But you gotta make sure that you don't act so much that light swings out and we see it. The sillier it looks, the more effective it will look on the screen, especially when we have 40,000 sort of, you know, God-sent bolts through your body. So it's like a little dance, you know, it's the dance of the burning roach. Yeah, but that's moving around too much, you see? You just want to do that, but in the same place. What would be terrific would be to cut to Harrison and Karen against the plate. So let's try that once at full performance level. Now for action. And here we go on the count. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
It's always a release of tension when the villain gets his just desserts. Playing a villain, knowing that you're going to get your just desserts, in a way gives you more confidence to play in depth, because you haven't got the problem of persuading people, like a hero has, that you're a good guy or anything. Everyone knows you're a bad guy, so you can go much further into him.
got it. I can't believe it. It's working.
That's great. Play that one back, please.
Good running,
Come on, guys.